Magandang umaga po sa lahat. Ang maayos, moderno at ligtas sa paliparan ay hindi lamang nagpapadali ng biyahe, kundi nagpapalakas din ng komersyo, turismo at ekonomiya ng bansa. Ngayong araw, pangungunahan ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. kasama ni First Lady Louise Araneta-Marcos ang opisyal na paglulunsad ng mga bagong pasilidad ng Ninoy Aquino International Airport, Terminal 3, kasabay ng 2025 Presidential Pamaskong Salubong para sa mga bagong bayani ng bansa. Ako po si Jalen Senyal at live ninyong napapanood ang ating coverage mula sa mga official channels ng Radio Television Malacanang at Presidential Communications Office. Ang launch na masasaksihan natin ngayong araw ay sumasalamin sa layunin ng pamahalaan na maghatid na moderno, epektibo at tunay na mga Filipinong karanasan para sa mga pasahero. Isang mahalagang hakbang, lalo na ngayong papasok ang pinakaabalang panahon ng biyahe sa taon, kasama na ang pagdating ng milyong-milyong overseas Filipino workers dito sa ating bansa. Ang modernisasyon ng NAIA Terminal 3 ay isinakatuparan upang pagbutihin ng daloy ng mga pasahero, pabilisin ang mga proseso sa paliparan at maghatid ng makabagong serbisyo sa pamamagitan ng inobatibong teknolohiya. Kabilang dito ang immigration biometric e-gates, ang mga bagong dining spaces na nagtatampok ng local brands and cuisine at mga pasilidad na nakatuon sa comfort, safety at excellent service. Ngayong araw, opisyal na ilulunsad ang mga bagong amenities na ito bilang paghahanda sa inaasahang pagdami ng mga pasahero sa darating na holiday season. Ngayong araw, makakasama rin natin si Mr. Junad J. Cruz ng New NAIA Infrastructure Corporation or NNIC upang magbahagi ng background at mahalagang konteksto hinggil sa mga bagong pasilidad na ilulunsad sa Terminal 3. Sir, una po sa lahat, ano yung mga bagong pasilidad at serbisyo na itinayo ng NNIC dito sa Terminal 3?
Hi, good morning. Magandang umaga po sa lahat. So, for passenger experience po, inuna po natin yung ating mga Mezzanine Hall, ang ating pong food halls. Iyan po ang mga inuna natin, and para sa mga VIPs po natin, may bago po tayong Dignitaries Lounge. At in collaboration po sa ating Department of Tourism, nilo-launch po also today yung ating Transit and Tourist Medical Concierge Pavilion. So ito po yung mga facilities na will really help our passengers.
Paano po ito makakatulong itong mga pasilidad dito sa pagpapabilis po ng pagsasaayos po ng flow ng passenger dito sa NAIA Terminal 3?
Ayan, so ito po yung malaking development sa ngayon, yung ating biometric e-gates para sa immigration na finand po ng ating NNIC para sa immigration. So ito po ay malaking tulong sa ating mga parating at paalis na mga kababayan, lalo po sa ating mga bagong bayani, ang OFWs. So 78 e-gates po ito na nakakalat sa arrival at departure ng dalawa pong terminals, Terminals 1 and 3.
So sir, paano naman po sinusuportahan ng mga pasilidad na ito ang kaligtasan po sa comfort ng mga pasahero natin dito sa NAIA Terminal 3?
Ayan, sa Terminal 3 itself, and actually pati po sa Terminal 1, so unang-una meron po tayong e-travel na dati pa pong nilaunch iyon. So itong e-travel po na ito, umpisa ng tinatawag na digitalization po ng ating travel experience. So tuloy-tuloy na po ito sa pagdating ng pasahero na mismong mabilis na rin po sila makakaraan sa immigration. Yung datihan pong mahabang pila, ngayon sa parami at bagong teknolohiya ng mga e-gates ay mapapabilis ng 20 seconds na lang po, tapos na sila sa immigration. 20 seconds maximum. So yung mismong transaction will be not more than 10 seconds yung habang nandun sila sa e-gates, pero overall 20 seconds.
Sa tingin niyo po, ano po yung magiging impact nito sa pagbubukas ng mga bagong facilities sa mga OFWs, sa mga tourists natin dito po sa napapasok po dito sa bansa?
Yeah, so ang suma total, ang pinakahabol po natin, siyempre yung passenger experience, kumbaga less stress po. Parating pa po sila kung alam na po nila na may ganitong pasilidad, medyo assured sila na mapapabilis ang transaksyon at makapaghanda na rin po sila gamit ng e-travel at yung kanilang ready na po yung kanilang passport sa pagdating at paalis lang din, ganun din po. So ito pong ganitong bilis at in fact kaaya-aya dahil bukod sa bago, marami pong mga e-gates ang nilagay po natin, ay isang encouragement po sa ating mga pasahero na gumamit po nito. So ito po yon ang malaking bagay.
Paano nyo naman po binabalanse yung bilis ng passenger flow at mahigpit na security requirements since nga modernized na and automated na yung security natin? Yung, lalo itong sa e-gates po.
Yes, very good question po yan. So yung pong paggamit po ng biometrics, yun ang malaking bagay po. Kanya yun nga pong kumbaga integrated process natin sa pag-encourage ng mga pasahero na gumamit ng e-travel, no, bago po dumating at bago umalis, at yung biometrics din po nila captured ng Bureau of Immigration din po sa mga e-gates natin. Kanya chine-check yung kanilang background nun bago sila makaalis o bago makapasok. So integrated po yan. So pati yung data po na yan, hindi po kinikip po yan ng gobyerno at walang private sector po na involved dyan.
Ano naman po yung parang pinakamalaking pagbabago po sa operations nyo o maging malaking pagbabago po sa operations nyo dahil sa mga bagong facilities na to sa Terminal 3? Ngayong sinimulan na yung modernization dito sa NAIA ng NNIC.
So itong mga passenger processing facilities po natin, ito pong immigration e-gates, isa lang po ito. So umpisa po tayo dun sa pagdating ng pasahero sa airport. Ngayon nakikita po ninyo sa lahat ng terminals, hindi lang Terminal 3, ang dami po nating mga self-service check-in kiosk. Pangalawa po, nilagyan po natin ng mga self-bag drop po ang tatlong terminal din po natin. So marami din po yon at it affords the possibility po na yung experience natin sa mga ibang leading airports sa mundo magagawa na rin dito at ini-expect po yan ng mga iba-ibang pasahero. And meron na po tayong mga ibang klaseng mga electronic gates din po.
At ngayon, masasaksiyan po natin si Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. at First Lady sa Arrival Gate 7, Bay 14 para sa opisyal na ribbon cutting ng Transit at Tourist Medical Concierge Pavilion. Mahalagang maipaliwanag kung gaano kahalaga ang pasilidad na ito para sa ating mga biyahero dito sa NAIA Terminal 3. Mr. Cruz, paano niyo po tinitingnan ang role ng Concierge Pavilion sa pag-elevate ng first touch experience ng mga dumarating na pasahero, lalo na sa mga dayuhang turista at umuwing OFWs po?
Napakalaking bagay po ito sa ating mga turista, specifically po yung mga transiting passengers at ating mga medical tourists. So unang-una sa transiting passengers, ang Pilipinas ay nasa sentro ng Asia Pacific at maganda pong i-resurrect po natin ang pagiging transit hub po natin. So working together po tayo sa Department of Tourism para ma-ensure na ma-develop po ito. Kanya yung attention po nila mula sa pag-arrive ng pasahero, diyan pa lang po sa arrival area sa loob, hanggang paglabas, merong mag-assist po sa kanila gamit po nitong pavilion. Secondly po, yung medical tourism, alam naman po natin na mahusay po tayo sa medical services, kaya nag-export po tayo ng maraming mga medical professionals, but locally, meron din tayong facilities at maraming mahusay na professionals. So, ini-encourage po natin yung medical tourism to really be supported also by the travel industry. So ito po yon na pupuntahan ng mga medical tourists upon arrival, diretso po sila at ma-assist sila para maasikaso sila na iba-ibang mga ospital agaran po.
Ano naman po yung para mga operational consideration natin sa pagtatayo po ng ganitong pasilidad sa loob mismo ng arrival area pagdating sa safety, access control at interagency coordination po?
Very good question din po. So, unang-una, yung strategic location ng facility, nandun naman po siya sa isang end of the arrival area and very accessible po sa ating bus lane. So, it's an area na hindi po kailangan na magka-crowd, ano po, kasi kailangan din po nating bigyan ng konting privacy yung ating mga tourists, lalo yung medical tourists po natin. So, kinonsider din po yan sa location.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. and First Lady Louise Araneta-Marcos. May we respectfully request the President and the First Lady to lead the ribbon-cutting ceremony. Joining them is Secretary Frasco, Acting Secretary Lopez, Mr. Ramon Ang, Ms. Cecil Ang, GM Alvarez, Representative of Pasay Calixto, and Pasay City Mayor Imelda Calixto Rubiano. Ready in 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Mr. President and First Lady, and congratulations and welcome to Tambay at Iba Pa Food Hall. May we request everyone to please settle down and proceed to your assigned seat. Our guest of honor has arrived and we will begin our program shortly. Once again, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. and First Lady Louise Araneta-Marcos.
Panahon na ng pagbabago, dahil bansa ito ay kinakailangan. Tayo na magtulong-tulong, napaunlarin ang mahal.
We may now be seated. Good morning. We are gathered here today for the launching of the new facilities of the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3. To formally begin our program, may we call on the new NAIA Infracorp President, Mr. Ramon Ang, to deliver his welcome remarks.
Your Excellency, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., First Lady Louise Araneta-Marcos, members of the Cabinet, distinguished guests, good morning. Today, we officially open the new facilities here at Terminal 3. Each one focus on the basic things that matter most to the travelers, comfort, ease of moving around the airport. One example is the new biometric immigration processing systems powered by Amadeus, which uses facial recognition technology to clear the eligible passengers in about 20 seconds or less. This is a modern immigration processing equipment comparable to what passengers experience at major airports. It helps significantly ease congestion while meeting the security requirement of the borders authorities. These biometric systems was delivered and fully funded by NNIC, allowing it to be rolled out without delay. At NAIA's current scale, these upgrades are essential. In 1 year period, since took over September 2024, NAIA handled about 51.7 million passengers, an increase of about 3 million passengers, over 6% compared to the same period prior to the handover. When you are serving that many people, moving them efficiently is one important job. That's why we are also improving what passengers experience between flights. All Filipino Food Hall, which we call Tambayan, brings together homegrown brands and regional dishes from across the country. For some travelers, this will be their first taste of Filipino food. For others, it may be their last before leaving the country. Either way, it's a chance to share something distinctly Filipino. Mezzanine Food Hall adds even more dining option, giving passengers greater choice and convenience at Terminal 3. We are also opening the Dignitary Halls, designed to provide a more appropriate and welcoming setting for official guests. Mr. President, these facilities are part of the ongoing improvement across NAIA, with similar work being done in other terminals. This partnership is delivering the results public can see and feel, and have remitted 57 billion pesos to the first year of our operation. With this foundation in place, we look forward to building on this work in the year ahead. Again, salamat po, Pangulo.
Thank you, Mr. Ang. And now, kindly direct your attention on screen for the audiovisual presentation of the NNIC's accomplishment.
A lot has happened since our first year recap. So here's what's new and how these upgrades are making your airport experience better. Immigration is one of the busiest parts of any airport. At NAIA, it just got easier. The new e-gates, funded by NNIC, are now operational, with a phased rollout of eligibility so more travelers can use them over time. Across NAIA, new facilities continue to open. A Dignitaries Lounge is now ready to welcome global leaders. And at Terminal 1, a new OFW lounge offers our modern-day heroes a more comfortable place to rest before their flights. At Terminal 3, new food halls bring more dining choices and a better place to enjoy a meal before boarding. Tambayan brings together flavors from across the Philippines. A first stop for visitors discovering our regional specialties and a familiar comfort for travelers heading home. The Mezzanine Food Hall features a curated mix of well-loved local and international brands, giving passengers more choices, more comfort, and a more modern Terminal 3 experience. At the Airside Food Village, homegrown brands and family-friendly dining areas create a relaxed, casual dining experience just steps away from the gates. And this is just the beginning. More improvements are being rolled out across terminals, making time at NAIA more enjoyable, whether you're arriving, departing, or waiting to catch your next flight. All of this builds on the progress we saw in our first year under NNIC, a year that also saw NAIA reach its highest single-day on-time performance at 92.29%. Over 51.7 million passengers were served and more than 283,000 flights handled. New routes now link Manila to cities like Paris, Da Nang, Sapporo, and New Delhi. And global operators such as SIA Engineering have joined NAIA as partners. Inside the terminals, passengers now enjoy cooler, brighter spaces, thousands of new seats and trolleys, upgraded walk-elators and baggage systems, and expanded curbside and parking areas. A dedicated TNVS hub at Terminal 3 has also made pickups safer and more organized. On the air side, taxiways and parking stands have been expanded, abandoned aircraft cleared, and new explosive detection systems procured for safer, faster baggage screening. A major power upgrade is also underway as Meralco builds a dedicated substation to connect all terminals directly to the national grid. Flood mitigation continues too, with over 299,000 metric tons of silt and waste removed from river systems surrounding NAIA. As these improvements roll out, the country benefits too. NNIC's total remittance to government now stands at 57 billion pesos, supporting public services and national programs across the Philippines. Under the PPP, 82.16% of NAIA's revenues go directly to government, ensuring the benefits flow straight to the Filipino people. And just recently, NAIA earned its first ever Airport Customer Experience Accreditation from Airports Council International, a milestone in NAIA's history and a sign that the work is taking root. Even bigger upgrades are on the way. New diplomatic and business lounges in time for ASEAN 2026. Collins Aerospace biometric systems, now being introduced in phases, will soon allow passengers to use their face as their boarding pass. New terminals, new boarding bridges, improved bus gates, world-class retail and dining, and a direct link to the Metro Manila subway. Runway capacity will rise from 40 to 48 movements per hour, and terminal capacity from 35 to 62 million passengers a year. More improvements, more reliability, and a better experience for every traveler. This is NAIA, changing for the better, powered by private investment, and still owned by government and the Filipino people through public-private partnership. Welcome to the start of a better future.
To deliver her message, may we call on Tourism Secretary Cristina Frasco.
His Excellency President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines, First Lady Louise Araneta-Marcos, NNIC President Ramon Ang, fellow Cabinet Secretaries and workers in government, tourism industry stakeholders, Mayong Buntag, good morning everyone. The Philippine experience begins at our gateways. How we welcome the world reflects the care, comfort, and hospitality that define all of us as a nation. Our National Tourism Development Plan, approved by President Marcos, emphasizes elevating the quality of the tourist experience. From arrival to exploration, every encounter shapes how visitors perceive the Philippines. NAIA Terminal 3 now welcomes and sends off travelers with modern biometric e-gates, comfortable spaces, and Filipino-inspired food halls, ensuring convenience, care, and confidence throughout the journey. Today, we also highlight two initiatives under the Department of Tourism that expand what a gateway can offer: the Transit Tour Program and the Medical Tourism Concierge. Each week, tens of thousands of passengers transit through our airports, totaling nearly 500,000 a year. The Transit Tour Program builds on the Philippines' hop-on, hop-off bus tours launched 2 years ago, giving even short-stay passengers a curated glimpse of our culture, heritage, and people, while creating immediate opportunities for local guides, transport providers, and tourism enterprises in Metro Manila. The Medical Tourism Concierge places a premium on travel by offering guidance, seamless assistance, and connections with our trusted medical and wellness tourism partners anchored on the Filipino brand of care, professional excellence delivered with compassion and attentiveness. These improvements are part of a wider set of firsts under the Marcos administration across the Philippines. From our first tourist call centers to our first dedicated tourist rest areas, reflecting how this administration under President Marcos is innovating to make every traveler's experience smoother, safer, and more rewarding. These initiatives reflect a stakeholder-driven approach to governance, built through collaboration among government agencies, the private sector, and tourism frontliners. Tourism in the Philippines contributes nearly 9% to our GDP, employing millions of Filipinos, and the initiatives today will continue to create jobs, support livelihood, and open opportunities for Filipinos. Under President Marcos and the vision of a Bagong Pilipinas, we continue to modernize our gateways to work better for people and compete confidently on the global stage. When we elevate the visitor experience, we create livelihood for Filipinos and present the Philippines with confidence to the world. Mr. President, thank you for your leadership in making tourism a force for opportunity, pride, and national growth. Maraming salamat and love the Philippines.
Thank you, Secretary Frasco. At this point, may we call on Transportation Acting Secretary Giovanni Lopez to introduce our guest of honor and keynote speaker.
Mga kababayan, ang Pangulo ng Republika ng Pilipinas, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Maraming salamat sa ating DOTR Secretary Giovanni Lopez, Department of Tourism Secretary Cristina Frasco, the Department of Migrant Workers Secretary Hans Leo Kakdak. I'm a little surprised that I can see you here dahil ang balita ko lang sa iyo, lagi kang lumilipad kung saan-saan para iuwi yung ating mga nalagay sa peligro na mga OFW. So, welcome home. Pasay City Lone District Representative Antonino Calixto, Pasay City Mayor Amy Calixto Rubiano, the new NAIA Infrastructure Corporation President Ramon Ang and other NNIC officials present. Big word of congratulations. I have to... Ang commentary namin ni First Lady habang naglalakad kami all the way through the different parts of the airport, ang sabi ko sa kanya, it looks like a real airport finally. Because it looks like the airports that we go through when we travel in other places. And to finally see the airport at least functioning like a modern airport, the importance is, the multiplier effect of this efficiency is quite massive. So thank you for all your hard work. Of course, the First Lady Louise Araneta-Marcos, my fellow workers in government, the partners and private sector and stakeholders for all that we are doing. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Over a year ago, the new NAIA Infracorp, or NNIC, took on the responsibility of rehabilitating and managing our primary gateway. The goal was clear: transform the Manila International Airport into an airport that works always with the passengers in mind. Holding the same conviction, we joined hands with the NNIC to ensure that the progress will be felt by the people who use these systems every day. So in doing so, we reaffirmed our commitment to positioning the Philippines as a tourism powerhouse here in Asia. And what better place to improve the travel experience of the passengers than the very facility that welcomes them after hours of journey. In collaboration with the NNIC, we ease congestion on the ground and in the air. We have strengthened airside operations. We have improved seating, cooling systems, restrooms. Oh, cooling system, malamig na. Lahat ng mapuntahan mo sa airport, komportable ka. Meron na tayong restroom, mga Wi-Fi. We have restored old equipment, enhanced baggage handling, introduced new mobility options. Hindi lamang ito usapin tungkol sa infrastruktura. Ito ay usapin ng malasakit, ang pag-unawa sa pagod, pangamba at pananabik ng bawat Pilipino at bisitang dumadating dito sa ating bansa. Because through this partnership, the airport has achieved a single-day high 92% on-time performance. Even at the same time, passenger volumes, routes, and airline partners continued to grow. This accomplishment reminds us that when systems are fixed and institutions cooperate, efficiency follows, and so does public trust. More importantly, the Manila International Airport has received its very first ever customer experience accreditation from the Airports Council International. So, hindi lang sabi-sabit na atin-atin lang na sinasabi natin ang ganda ng airport ay kahit na yung mga nag-aaral tungkol sa kondisyon ng mga iba't ibang airport ay sinabi na maganda na nga ang airport dito sa Maynila. It only shows that the Philippines can meet global standards while remaining grounded in genuine Filipino service. Today's launch of the new immigration e-gates builds on that progress. Passengers can now clear in as little as 20 seconds, not 20 minutes, 20 seconds, with further improvements expected as the system continues to learn and begins to stabilize. Ito ay patunay na iginagalang natin ang oras ng bawat bahero at pinanghahalagahan ang kanilang dignidad sapagkat ang maayos na serbisyo ay karapatan naman ng bawat Pilipino. Beyond immigration, we are also launching the All-Filipino Food Hall, Mezzanine Hall, which offers travelers better spaces to rest, to dine, and to reconnect. All-Filipino Food Hall features 15 homegrown brands, while the Mezzanine Hall offers 17 standalone restaurants and cafes. These halls allow travelers to experience the flavors of home or discover them for the first time, even within the walls of the airport. We are likewise opening the new Dignitaries Lounge, which reflects the best of what we are as Filipinos: warm, respectful, and welcoming. With the launch of the medical tourism concierge area, we take another important step towards people-centered service. It is designed to receive and assist patients with both efficiency and with compassion, ensuring a smooth and dignified experience from arrival onward. The area includes a well-designed reception counter for medical partners, as well as an enclosed consultation bed that ensures the privacy and confidentiality of our travelers and patients. Building on this momentum, the Department of Tourism introduces the Transit Tour, an initiative created for international passengers with long layovers. Instead of spending hours confined to the terminal, travelers now are given a chance to enjoy a thoughtfully curated glimpse of the Philippines, including its culture, heritage, and people, or what we call experiential tourism. Layunin po nating iparamdam ang diwa at ganda ng Pilipinas kahit sa maikling panahon lamang. The program is open to all transiting passengers of Philippine Airlines, those connecting through other carriers, and landed travelers with onward domestic flights. All these improvements benefit travelers, including families with children and the elderly, and of course, these changes were designed with our OFWs in mind. Ang ating mga OFW, ang ating mga bagong bayani, ang patuloy na nagdadala ng dangal sa ating bansa. Kanina po ay nakita ko si Rodoro Alcaraz Chunyakaw. Isa siya sa mga biktima ng Taipo Fire. Nakita niyo ba yung napakalaking sunog na nangyari sa Hong Kong? Sa kabila ng panganib ng kanyang hinarap, ay pinili niyang iligtas ang sanggol na kanyang inaalagaan. Pinapakita nito ang likas na malasakit ng Pilipino sa kanyang kapwa. Katulad ni Rodora, ang bawat OFW natin ay nagsisikap na mabigyan ng mas magandang kinabukasan ng kanilang pamilya sa kabila ng pangungulila at panganib. Kaya naman, ginagawa ng pamahalaan ang lahat upang maging mas malapit, mabilis at maasahan ang ating mga serbisyo para sa ating mga OFW. Nais ko rin ibalita na sinisimulan na ng BOC ang proseso upang maipamahagi ang 130 abandonadong container van na balikbayan boxes sa mga nagmamay-ari nito. Ang nangyari po rito ay nagpadala po ang ating OFW ng balikbayan box, inuwi dito sa Pilipinas. Yun naman, yung mga nagdala, hindi naman binayaran ang mga dapat bayaran dito sa Pilipinas. Kaya nandun, nakatiwangwang lang yung mga balikbayan box for almost, yung iba, magwa 1 year na, nandun lang sa Bureau of Customs. Ngayon, sinimula na natin ang pagbibigay at ipagbabalik. Dahil hindi naman pagmamayari ng pamahalaan yan, pagmamayari yan ng ating mga OFW. Kaya starting today, i-release na natin. Gaano kadami ba yun? There was about 100, more or less 130,000 balikbayan boxes na nakatenga lang dyan, nag-aantay, hindi alam ang gagawin. Now, we will send them back to their owners. Pipilitin natin. Yung mga iba rito, pinadala para pang Christmas gift nung nakaraang taon. Kaya sa wakas, pipilitin natin matanggap naman nila bago dumating naman ang Pasko. Mga kababayan, sinasalamin ng mga reformang ito ang kaya nating gawin kung patuloy na magtutulungan ang pamahalaan, ang pribadong sektor, at para sa pagpapabuti ng ating serbisyo para sa mga Pilipino. May these efforts inspire deeper collaboration among stakeholders, stronger institutions across all sectors, and developments that place people at the center of governance. Maraming salamat at mabuhay ang sambayanang Pilipino, mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.
Thank you, Mr. President. And now, may we request the President and the First Lady to kindly grant us a photo opportunity. First, may we call on stage the select national government officials. NNIC and private stakeholders, please stand by. Thank you to our national government officials. Please exit to your right. Once again, thank you to all our government officials. Please descend the stage. We now call on NNIC and private stakeholders. You may now proceed on stage. Thank you, NNIC and private stakeholders. You may now descend the stage. Thank you, Mr. President and First Lady, for granting us a photo opportunity. That concludes our program for this morning. Thank you, Mr. President, for gracing the launching